All your days will belong to us.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Excuse us, Mr. Logan.
Mother of God.
Hey guys, Kingopersia back, and this is my video on, what is my video on again? It is another What is an MMO video on terms. Terms that are commonly used in MMOs. Now they are usually acronyms, not really full-blown words, because you have to express a lot of words or you have to say a lot of words, a couple words, to say something, and they're usually put into acronyms. So some of them are LFG, which is looking for group, or LFM, looking for more. And you use this to look for a group. If you're looking for a group to group up to do a quest or a flashpoint or an instance or a raid, you do LFG. So you say, let's say you're looking for a healer, and you want him to be geared. I think I've talked about this before in a video. You would say LFG healer be geared, something like that. You know, LFG, and then you do LFG, then you type out what you want. Like you were looking for a tank, or sometimes LF, just for looking for tank / healer, if you need a tank and a healer, something like that. Then there's also WTF, y'all know what that one is, what the fuck, and that's to express confusion or anger, something like that. HM, which is hard mode or heroic mode, if you're gonna do an instance or a raid or whatever on harder difficulty, it's usually called hard mode or heroic mode, depending upon what game you play. Crit, which means critical. A crit in terms of attacks usually means that it's a critical hit, which means it does more damage than other normal attacks, and that's usually a good thing. Want to sell and want to buy. WTS, WTB. You want to sell something, you want to buy something. If you want to sell something on the auction house and you want to put it up into general chat before you put it on the auction house, you could say, hey guys, I'm putting this in the auction house, look for it. You would say, want to sell Jedi robe. Do you want to sell, and you just tell the people like the price that you want or how many you're selling or something like that. There's also DKP, which is a very interesting thing. DKP stands for Dragon Kill Points, which is a kind of a tracking system for who gets loot. Loot, and let me back up. Drops and loot are the things that an enemy drops that you can pick up from their body and put into your inventory and use for your convenience. Dragon Kill Points is a tracking system that is used by guild leaders to determine who gets the loot from the boss. It's a very complex system. I'm actually going to link you guys. I'm actually linking you to a website that tells you terms from MMOs and an article on DKP in the description, because I can't go into too much detail about it right now. I will go into a little bit of detail about DKP in that article. Let's see, so it says DKP, short for Dragon Kill Points. These points are awarded to each guild member as they attend the guild raid. The current DKP of each member reflects his or her priority for loot. When a member wins an item, they lose the DKP amount that reflects the value of that item. DKP allows for an unbiased comparison between guild members when decisions about loot are to be made based on attendance and recent items that have been awarded. So that's DKP. It's pretty interesting. I have not used it, I've not been involved in it, but it looks really cool. I think it would be cool to actually try it out sometime, but I'm not a guild leader, so yeah. But there's that. There's also a soft cap, which is where you have so much of a certain stat, so crit. If your crit gets high enough, it will quote unquote soft cap, which means you will be getting what's called diminishing returns, which is where you increase the stat even more, but you don't get as much from it anymore past a certain point. So let's say your crit increases by 5 for each point. So from 1 to 200 increases by 5 points, so 200 times 5, which is actually kind of unreal, but this is just for the example. Once you get to 201 for your crit, you might get 2 points added to your crit instead of 5. It's like that. It just doesn't, the points that you add up to your stat don't account for as much anymore. That's what's called a soft cap. I haven't really seen a hard cap. I guess the hard cap would be BIS, which stands for best in slot, which means it's the best item you can get for that particular slot in your inventory. So if you have a headpiece, that's BIS. You have the best headpiece you can get for your class at your level. Anyway, that is it. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you want to be friends with me on Steam, my Steam name is the same as my YouTube name. Don't forget to like this video and my Facebook as well. My Steam profile and Facebook are in the description. And sorry for uploading kind of late today, but converting the run in Kadamimu in Star Wars was kind of long. It was like an hour. It took over almost 2 hours to convert, so yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, look for my next video. Today's Wednesday, so look for Monday. I will link you to that once it's made, so the link will come Monday. And don't forget to look at last Monday's video. I don't remember what that was, but look at it anyway. There's an annotation for it. And yeah.